A nation you never knew. You will see him and you be like, who the hell is that? Why they in our land?
Right. And they're ready to go back again.
Yes.
Donald Trump called them back, trying to establish trade. What trade?
Yeah, right.
And they say for the benefit of Americans and our partners. They didn't even say the Liberian people.
Watch this. Watch this. Read.
A nation which thou knowest not, eat up.
So a nation you would never know which was the white man. God has said he's going to come into your land. Even though you think they sent you back to be free, they're going to come into your land and eat up all the resources. Yeah. It's called colonization.
Right.
So you had these men, you had these evil white men come into the land and eat up all of our resources. So they taking the gold, they taking the iron.
Yeah.
And you're not getting any benefit from it. No.
My behavior that Donald Trump asking my president, how you learn English?
I seen that.
That's why I said no.
I seen that. Donald Trump did say that. I was disrespectful.
My president was speaking nice English.
No.
How you learn to speak English?
What I mean by history books. We read a lot of history.
I read a lot of history books.
Okay, so I got a history book.
I would tell you.
This is a history book. It's called West African Countries and Peoples, right? Yeah. So the books that we read, we make sure they back up the Bible.
Right.
If the books don't coincide with what the Bible says, we don't read it, right? Watch what this book says. I need you to read it correctly. Start in those early days. Because the brother, I understand, you asked, are you a Hamite? But no, you're not a Hamite. Right. You're an Israelite. Right. We're going to prove it to you. Right. Because what happened is, when he read Luke 21:24, that's the history of Jesus Christ, a black man, telling the disciples and the people that will follow him, when the Roman army in 70 AD, this is historical, when the Roman army come and surround Jerusalem and destroy Jerusalem, flee into the mountains. What happened? The mountains was connected to Israel, the land of Israel, which is North Africa, Northeast Africa, right? We fled into the mountains. What happened is they broke it off. So you think the land of Israel is part of the Middle East. No, it was part of Africa at one time. But in 1859, they made the Suez Canal. You heard of the Suez Canal? Yeah. They made the Suez Canal. So they divided it from Africa to make it seem like black people was never there.
In the mid-19th century, an ambitious engineering project began that would forever change global trade: the construction of the Suez Canal. From 1859 to 1869, engineer Ferdinand de Lesseps led this monumental task, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. It was a colossal undertaking, involving tens of thousands of workers carving through desert terrain. The canal, completed in 1869, dramatically shortened maritime travel between Europe and Asia, bypassing the long journey around Africa. This strategic waterway became a focal point of geopolitical interest, influencing international politics for centuries. The Suez Canal not only bridged two continents, but also unified global maritime commerce, transforming the world's economic landscape.
But guess what? We know the history. But what happened before he did that, we was able to walk from land of Israel into Egypt and flee further down into Africa. That's what happened. Over generations. Watch this, what the book gonna say. Read that.
In those early days, Africa was known and famous amongst the then civilized portions of the world.
Get to the point, the 10 tribes. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Read that. Watch
the 10 tribes of Israel, after they were left to follow the dictates of their own mind.
Why? Because we went into idolatry. Just like our people in Africa right now. Following idolatry, worshiping the dead ancestors, worshiping all this other nonsense, right? Voodoo, Shango, all these different, Oshun, all these different gods, right? Read.
Enduring the commotion and destructive warfare which ensued to escape after extermination, utter extermination.
So what is he knowing? He know that we always went through these other nations coming in to what? To take us into captivity. Right. Because we was always in sin. So guess what? God sent those nations against us to put us in sin. War, right? Go ahead.
Migrating according to the usage of the times.
Wait, we did what?
Migrating.
We did what?
Migrating.
We was always migrating. Read.
according to the usage of the times.
So anytime like warfare, any other nations like the Hamites, the Babylonians, the Ethiopians, okay, the Egyptians, you have the Persians, the Babylonian captivity, all these different captivities, they came against us. We fled into Africa always. Read.
In vast numbers.
In what?
In vast numbers.
It wasn't one or two of us, it was millions of us that fled. Read.
In vast numbers into various countries.
Into various countries, like you had Libya. So a lot of times we fled into North Africa. We always stopped in North Africa. So when you go from the land of Israel, right here, we always fled North Africa first. It was called Mauritania, meaning the black land. So we always fled over here. So Libya, it was called Carthage at one time, Tripoli, Algebra, all those different countries. Go ahead.
But principally into northern Africa.
You see that? So we principally fled into northern Africa. Yeah, hold that up. Read.
As it then presented the safest and easiest route.
It was easy to go from here to here. You can just go right here, right? Go ahead, read.
Once settled.
Once we settled in North Africa from Israel, because Christ said flee, so we settled there. You heard of the Yoruba? You know
They're from Nigeria.
Yes, the Yoruba, we all one people. It don't look like it now because we've been divided up.
Right.
But we're all one people. Go ahead.
Once settled, every commotion and intestine war had the most powerful effect of inducing these migratory bands to shift their abode still further.
Why? Because when we came to North Africa, guess what we got to deal with? The Libyans, the Canaanites, they all live here. So now they like, who the hell are y'all coming into our land now? So once we got into the land, there was wars going on. That caused us to flee further down. Go ahead.
And so lose all connection.
Once we got there, look, we lost connection with our God, the Bible, the God of Israel. Read.
With the other branch of the tribe. As hundreds of years pass on and generation after generation roll away.
It took generation and generation for us to keep going down. That's why you say your forefathers say you from the Sudan, because we did. The Sudan is around here.
Right.
We did stop in the Sudan. He's right. And guess what? Guess who came in? Arabs. Arabs came in. They conquered the whole North Africa. Guess what? You think we stayed in the Sudan? We came.
My grandpa said that.
Yeah.
He said every time there was a war, our people migrated.
Right. That's all.
Because I was asking him, how did we end up in Liberia? Where we came from?
Now, Liberia. Let me finish up. Yes. We flee from the, look, we came from the Sudan, we came from Israel, came North Africa, through Egypt, came down to the Sudan, from the you heard of the Kanem Bernu Empire? You heard of that?
Yeah, Benin Empire.
That was us.
Songhai Empire.
That was us. We stopped here, right? Lake Chad, around Lake Chad. Then guess what? Arabs came in. We flee further down to Nigeria, the Congo. We came over to Ghana. We came over to Liberia, the Ivory Coast. So we was always migrating. But from here, we stopped here. You understand? So your forefathers is correct. They're not wrong. They told you correct. Go ahead.
As hundreds of years,
I'm an Israelite.
You're an Israelite according to the Bible.
as hundreds of years pass on.
Hold on. Don't read. No. He said, oh, so that means I'm an Israelite. And then he ready to go now. Watch this. That's all you know. I'm an Israelite. No, it's not. Look. Now, let me tell you. Read on. Let me finish up.
As hundreds of years pass on, and generation after generation roll away, they lose a great many of their habits and customs.
That's why we in idolatry now. So we started following Ham, the other nations. Hold that. Give me Psalms 106 and 34. Let me show you what happened to us. Because we and the so-called white man, you know, they did history. The scholars come over to Africa. They sit amongst us and watch us, and they write in their books like, oh, they the Israelites, but they following the Hamites that enslaved them. That's what was happening. 106, 34.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 34.
Read.
They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them.
We were a powerful people at one time when we was in our land. God told us to destroy all these nations that surround us. Read, but we didn't. We didn't want to listen to God. We had compassion for the other nations, just like we got compassion for the white man today. Read.
But were mingled among the heathen.
But we were what?
Mingled among the heathen.
We were mingled among them. We learned their works. We followed their holidays. We went to their schools. We learned their languages. We dressed like them. Read.
and learned their works.
And learned all their works, their voodoo. How you think we learned voodoo? You think we just all of a sudden came out and started doing witchcraft and so forth? We were mingled among the native Africans that were there. We got that from them. They worship the ancestors. They worship the ancestors. It's called ancestry worship. We learned that from them. Witchcraft. We learned it from them. Read.
Verse 36. And they served their idols.
And we learned their idols. The snake, the serpent, the snake serpent. In Nigeria, they worship a snake called a serpent. That's what they worship in Nigeria.
In Benin too.
And Benin, yes, in Benin they do the same thing. We learned that from hand. Read.
Which were a snare unto them.
And it became a trap to us because why? We went into sin, idolatry. Read.
They sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
And human sacrifices. We did that too. Read.
And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters.
Right. We killed our sons and daughters. Abortions. Right? Because that was to the god Molech. Read.
Whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood.
Right. And our land was polluted with blood. Now, give me Deuteronomy 28:68, because Liberia means what?
They say it means land of liberty. I don't know.
Yes. So the land, it's crazy that it means that, right?
Yeah.
It means the land of liberty, right? What happened? Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy.
Now, our people from Liberia, a lot of them are from where? They don't, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of them don't know, but.
Well, again, due to migration, we mingle with other tribes and people along the way.
Yeah.
So Liberia have 13 tribes.
You have the van.
We have five.
Five tribe, go ahead.
And we have Gil,
Yep.
we have Mana, we have Grable, I'm Grable.
Okay.
We have Crown, we have Bassa.
Now, a lot of the Mandingo tribes pushed the Vi, and all of us, we all kind of mingled, we all one people.
Right.
Okay? But we all mingled together. A lot of Mandingos, they were following Islam, and they started coming through with war and so forth.
They end up in Liberia too,
Yes.
like among the 5 tribes.
Right. Now, another avenue of how we got back into Liberia is slavery. You understand? Our people went to slavery on slave ships.
Of course.
Right. Do you know the Bible prophesied that?
Well, they said there will come a time that people will be put on boats and they'll be taken away somewhere.
I'll show you. Yes. Go ahead, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right. So Egypt just means slavery. This means bondage. That's the Greek word for bondage, slavery, right? Go ahead.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So we will go, the Lord is telling the Israelites, if you break my laws, you're going to go into slavery on slave ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So the Lord said, the way I'm telling you now, that's the way it's going to happen. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Who came and got us from west coast of Africa? Who came and got us?
This India's right here. Sorry for my French.
No. Be the white man.
Yeah.
They came and got us. Read that. What did God say they are to you? Read it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
What did God call them?
Enemies.
God said they're your enemies. He said you're going to be sold to your enemies. Read.
For bondmen,
For slave men,
and bondwomen,
and slave women. Read.
and no man shall buy you.
Now, even the president of Liberia can't save us out of our condition. God said no man is going to be able to save you. No man. You had Thomas Sankara. You had different leaders in Africa that tried to rise up for our people. You understand? You had
eliminated.
right, Patrice Lumumba.
Patrice Lumumba, Steve Biko, Nelson Mandela, Thomas Sankara.
They all rose up.
Kwame
Ture.
Nkrumah.
No, yeah,
Kwame Nkrumah from Ghana.
Oh, from Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Kwame
A lot of
Ture
them.
from here. Yes. So a lot of them rose up. What happened to them?
They got rid of them.
They got rid of them. Why? Read that again. What did God say? Read.
Verse 68.
This Bible's a true book, and it's your book. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Somebody look up Liberia. Liberia, 1822. I'm going to show them some history. Because once we was brought over here on slave ships, a lot of our people, the white man in 1822 allowed us to go back to Africa. And that's when they made Liberia.
They even had an intention of sending people back.
Yes.
They thought the free slaves would go to Africa and then they'll meet barbarian tribes that would get rid of them.
Yes.
Because they were afraid that we were getting too many around here. So
he allowed us to go back.
The Colonization Society right here in Pennsylvania.
Yes, I mean that's later on. But in the 1800s, they allowed us to go back to Liberia.
Those that were going back.
Yeah.
They made it like you had a choice if you want to leave.
Yeah, right. They
didn't mean that.
And to show you the hypocrisy, they called it Liberia means liberty.
Yeah.
Now, once our people got into Liberia, because they let us go back from here, they said, all right, we allow y'all to go back. Well, we free? It means liberty. Liberty means free.
That means we're free.
Are we free over there? Are people free?
Well, it depends on who you ask, because here's the historical part of
Give me Deuteronomy.
I started the Civil War in Liberia. The free slaves that went back to Liberia started treating the indigenous like slaves as well. Exactly what they went through here, they were doing it to our people for 150 years. That's why that clique of people, because they were like all they get, they had to overthrow them. The native guys had to overthrow the government. And that brought the Civil War in Liberia.
Right. Watch this. Let's show you what the Bible says. Deuteronomy 28:33.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Now, we may not have told you, but we reading Deuteronomy chapter 28. These are curses that fell upon the Israelites for breaking God's law. And we are under these curses right now. Only our people is under these curses. These curses fit us, right? Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33.
Read.
The fruit of thy land.
The fruit. Give me some resources of Liberia.
We got iron ore, we got diamond, we got gold, we got rubber, we have
diamonds. The wife said diamonds.
Yeah,
so Liberia is very fruitful in resources, right? Yeah. Watch what God says. Read again.
The fruit of thy land.
The fruit of your land, your iron, your gold, your diamonds. Go ahead.
And all thy labors.
And all the labors that you mine to get to work for it. Read.
Shall a nation which thou knowest not.
Like your agriculture and so forth. That's your labors, your agriculture, right? Give me some stuff as far as agriculture that we have in Liberia. As far as vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah, we are every vegetable you think of.
Right. More than here.
Yeah.
More than here.
More than here.
Right.
These are just fabricated fruits. They're not natural anyway. We all know that.
Right. This is all fake here.
Yeah.
The stuff that we had in Africa is the real stuff grown from the earth, right? But watch what God says. Read it again.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors.
So the fruit of your land, your resources, and all your labors, your agriculture, the stuff you grow. Go ahead.
Shall a nation.
Shall a what?
A nation.
That's not your people. Read.
Which thou knowest not.
A nation you never knew. You will see him and you'll be like, who the hell is that? Why they in our land?
Right. And they're ready to go back again.
Yes.
Donald Trump called them back, trying to establish trade. What trade?
Yeah, right.
And they say for the benefit of Americans and our partners. They didn't even say the Liberian people.
Watch this. Read.
A nation which thou knowest not, eat up.
So a nation you would never know, which was the white man. God has said he's going to come into your land. Even though you think they sent you back to be free, they're going to come into your land and eat up all the resources. Yeah. It's called colonization.
Right.
So you had these evil white men come into the land and eat up all of our resources. So they taking the gold, they taking the iron.
Yeah.
And you're not getting any benefit from it.
Right. Nope.
They're using it, they're taking it back to their countries, they're making their weapons with it, okay? They're fueling their cars with it, and it's benefiting, and we're becoming what? Poorer and poorer.
Yeah.
That's why you have Abraham Traoré from Burkina Faso. That's why he's trying to rise up and do something good for our people and keep the resources in the land. But
I'll give you one quick example.
Go ahead.
In 18-something, the Liberian government, this free slave that went back, signed a 100-year contract with America to manufacture rubber plantation.
Dang.
And all our people that work there, they built barns, like chicken barns, for them to live and work for them.
Yeah.
Now that contract was renewed a couple of years ago again for another 100 years. All the tires you see around here, most of them are rubber from Liberia.
Yeah.
Firestone Company.
The Congo as well.
If
The
you
Congo
ever
as
heard
well.
about the Firestone Company? They had a plantation.
A plantation.
But they never had a single factory in Liberia to manufacture any rubber stuff.
Right. But
When they come here, they bring it here,
Yeah.
manufacture and sell it back to us.
Right, and it's not benefiting the people that's in Liberia.
Right,
It's our people, right? So let me show you.
I'm very happy for the work you guys do.
Yeah.
We have a family meeting in Delaware today. I just came to cut my hair with my wife on our way there.
Okay.
But I appreciate the work you guys do.
Check us out, man. You got everything on the back.
I got it. Thank
All
you.
right, we're gonna
I
be here.
appreciate it.
All right, all right.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.